What's going on, guys? Paulo and Stephen here. This is going to be not a very formal interview whatsoever. This is one of my best friends in the world, who also happens to be Mr. Munson, Stephen Munson, the creator of Feel Worldwide. And the reason why we're here today is we had a very interesting conversation roughly 3.5 weeks ago.
Yeah, about a month ago.
So Stephen calls me, and out of the blue, and he just goes to me, I'm on your list, I know what you're promoting, all that rubbish stuff that you're promoting. And I just came up honest with Stephen, and I did say to him, yeah, you're right, I am promoting a lot of rubbish online nowadays because there's nothing really solid out there that I can put my heart into, that I can plant my flag and really be passionate about. And then the next thing that Stephen says really, throws me a little bit off board when he goes and says, what if we have something for you, Paulo, that you can plant your flag and fall in love with and be passionate about, like you were when I first met you all these years ago. What if we bring your passion back? And that's where the story really begins, the story of us getting together and working together. And the reason why I'm here, by the way, I'm in Cocoa Beach, Florida, which it's an amazing place, great weather, by the way. It's so different from London and UK, where I'm from. And I'm really happy to be here with this man here. I've got some questions for him that I want to ask him, obviously, but Stephen, why don't you just go ahead for my audience and just say a little bit more about yourself, who you are, and take it from there.
For about the last 10 years, I'm like, hey, I want to be an online marketer. I want to be able to travel. I want to work, live, and travel the world. I want to have a remote business that I can do anywhere, so I can see the world and I can educate myself that way and explore and adventure. And I went to college, I graduated, I struggled, I was in debt, I had a lot of emotional issues, a life filled with different tragedies or financial struggles or relationship struggles, but I still had that dream to travel the world. And I was like, I know the internet, I know there's internet marketers who are successful. And about 10 years ago, I made a decision to get involved. And then, I met Paulo about 6 years ago. And I remember about 5 years ago is when I went a different direction than many of the world-class. Paulo's, if you're following him, he's a world-class marketer. And what I mean by that is people who are on another level. They have the ability to connect with people all over the world. They're seasoned 6, 7, 8-figure earners, and there's so many world-class marketers. And I remember the day that I basically went this direction, and many of the world-class marketers went this direction. It was the hardest time in my life. What I said, though, is I really want a business, Heal, to truly help people. To help people have a transformation, to help people have a breakthrough, to help people improve their life in every area: health, wealth, love, happiness, faith, family, fun. Like, I want that substance to be connected to the make money online world. And I feel like everyone should be doing this, but I looked around and nobody was doing it. What I kept seeing was, as I told him, garbage or hype or pump and dump or flash or all this stuff that, look, who doesn't want to make money? But the thing is, when I learned a long time ago, a principle of how do you get what you want in life is helping someone else get what they want. So I felt like that same philosophy should apply to the make money online world. And that's where I think Paulo and I had this incredible connection for that 5 years, where he went one way and I went another way. And when we circled back, I said, when are you going to stop promoting garbage? Because you have, first of all, as a company owner, we need great marketers to market this. But most of them overlook it at first because there wasn't that initial message that we're so used to hearing, make money. But within it, there was that element involved. So when he said, all right, look, I'll take a look. And I said, I think if you just put your mind into this for a short amount of time, your first month, you can earn $10,000. Now, I wasn't 100% sure because we hadn't launched a high-ticket product. We just had really to go all in was only $350. It wasn't a big investment or a big amount of money for anybody. But the crazy thing is, in his first month, and I think he was full throttle at the beginning, then got, had to go to the hospital, got sick and had a surgery, and was kind of out for about a third of the month. in recovery mode, but he still hit just above the $10,000.
It was just spot on.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit more about Heal then. How long is this a new company? You just started?
Started the company almost 6 years ago now in 2014, formulated the LLC. It was out of disappointment. My number one disappointing element in business was I hit six figures. I came from sweeping floors, $12 an hour, hit six figures in the first company. They had some questionable things and it was shifting a lot. And I just knew that it wasn't going to last, so I kind of felt like that first one was falling apart. But then the next company hit six figures or above, my brother Paul and I. We had a huge team, 5,000 people, and overnight, within like a 30-day period, they changed the genealogy, so everyone in my downline we missed out on. And at that point, I was so frustrated because it happened to me in 2012. I was a leader, I was invited to the leadership meeting, and because I didn't go to like the 12th meeting of it, they changed the structure and the genealogy. I'm like, how do you change genealogies? And I got so frustrated that I said, I am never going to allow myself to be part of this again. I feel that company owners, because they're not in the trenches, they don't understand what it takes to be an affiliate. It takes all of our effort, all of our time, all of our energy, all of our money, and they don't understand it. They just look at like building up money. And I said, look, I'm going to create an affiliate company by affiliates for affiliates that helps other people have a life transformation. So he was a digital transformational company, helping people build a real, remote, reliable, and ready-to-go business that you could do with you anywhere in the world, so you can work, live, and travel the world. And we focus on those areas that I said before: health, wealth, love, happiness, faith, family, fun. So when you get started in Heal and you join, you go through and you can have a shift in your life, and whether you need inspiration and motivation, which is kind of the base point, because you have to be inspired or motivated, or you have a breakthrough with your health or your fitness, or we can, we help people create financial fitness, financial freedom. My story is I had a 380 credit score when I started. I now have over 750 credit score. But I also had debt, like $200,000 in debt. I almost paid off all my debt. I started the business with $1.71 in my bank account, like no others, no secret credit cards, no little stash, no lines of credit, $1.71. But see, I had a dream and hunger, so I made a quick website and had a link, and people bought our products. We had, really great, tangible health products, and people started to buy and we started to build it up. But it was all because of three things: content, community, and commerce. We've made our own content, great content, that had a good message, and most people watching it said, I feel something. I feel something. That's what everyone said. I felt something. Because of what they feel is that genuine, my heart, my passion, my hunger, my desire, my tenacity is the same as yours. You, like me, have a dream. You deserve it to come true. But sometimes we need to follow somebody who's already doing what we want to do, to learn from somebody living it. So what I did is I took all my life experiences, all the struggle, all the battles, and I started to, share those with other people in a way that I think it moves people to becoming their greatest. And it helps people take action where they might be confused of what to do next. And we just do this with great interactive videos, a powerful transformational community. And I think that the community is our number one strength right now. And it's all backed by a commerce engine because, well, as I said, we wanted to help affiliates. And so what we do is we pay affiliates on everything, whether it's a shirt, or a live event, or a digital product, or a tangible product. Anything within our company, so you get access to the Heal marketplace. It's your own marketplace. You earn a commission on everything for when you share it, and it's for lifetime. So you don't have to be worried like I was. Is the company just going to switch overnight? Is this a bait switch thing? And we've been in business now for over 5 years. Started with $1 and a dream.
Love it, man. 5 years, so it's not like a company just started yesterday and gone tomorrow. I kind of like that because me personally, I'm pretty much fed up in having to change deals every 3 to 6 months, which is the norm nowadays. So thanks for that explanation, Stephen. The way I see Heal it's like a holistic approach. It ticks all the boxes for me.
Yeah.
So normally the companies that I join are just really basically purely on making money. They don't care about transformation, they don't care about mindset, they don't care about your spirituality. Are you depressed? Are you sick?
Yeah.
But look at the name, Hill. You know, this is what I love about this company. It's got everything in one place, and it's got the community as well, and people really, really care for each other. I can't begin to describe how I feel in this community. You know, the love that I get from people every single day, the messages that I receive through Facebook and all that. So I'm so excited that you're here, man. I'm excited to be here working with you, so I appreciate you for your time as well, man. So just tell me, how do you see Heal going forward in the future? Because I get a lot of people asking me, oh, this is one company that I see today, and then the next shiny object syndrome will kick in and people will move to another one.
Yeah.
So what are we going to do in place that can keep people here? I'm talking about retention,
Yeah.
keeping people in Heal and all that. How do you see the future?
I mean, innovation is super important with the world today because everything is changing. The education system is changing, learning and teaching, also the style of doing business. So we all know that it's changing rapidly. First off, though, our focus of how we're going to give, I think, is where we're going to be sustainable. Because what I want to do, just next year alone, is build up Dream School, for example. Heal also has a nonprofit, and last year we adopted a broken family who lost everything in a hurricane. We gave them a new home, we put them in that home, and as a community we came in and helped them. And what we're doing on right now is we're helping build Dream School out in Indonesia. There's 80 kids, and they have no money, no resources, no internet. We're going to get them laptops, get them tools. They pay for their tuition by picking up trash. We're going to help them build a school there. And one of the moving forces is us as a community helping build up others, which is also part of our mission is to help you achieve your dream. So we're going to do this in an interactive way with education, and the digital movement is huge, and I want something that's high tech and high touch. You know, through the development of different apps, so you can have that high tech, but you also have that real person, the real people, the real stories. And the one thing that we encourage everyone to do is share your story with us. So it's this idea that all of us have this story, and the only reason that we feel disconnected or different from others is our fear of being vulnerable to share our story. So I was a drug addict for 16 years, alcoholic, sex addict, gambler. You know, I was broken every sense of the word. I had tragedies from 16, 20. In my 20s, I lost my brother Ryan from a drug overdose, my grandfather George in a plane crash. I lost 20 different friends in my 20s. Suicide, hanging, motorcycle accident, murder, being robbed, killed, and drug overdoses, all these things like start to tear on you. But then I was also a drug addict. Used Xanax, Ambien, cocaine, ecstasy for over 16 years. When you do that, you start to think that you're the only one. You know, I'm the only one who had this. And then all of a sudden, this hungry entrepreneur who's broke, who has no money, who's living in a tent or sleeping on a couch or cashing in coins. So the only difference between me and the other ones that have experienced that is my vulnerability to share that. And I think what we've done is we've helped connect the dots with real people by having them share their stories. And we do this in a powerful way with, you know, videos and within our community. And our digital platform is super powerful because as we continue to roll out more products, we're working on right now, kind of like if you were a traveler on your dream trip. We have a VIP, which is a very important passenger. Okay, kind of that's like where we want you to start. Start today with Heal as a VIP, a very important passenger. Now, when you ask others who are a VIP, which could be a thrown around word, they'll tell you how they're treated different. They have me as their suitcase coach, where I'm like in their back pocket, so you can learn from somebody living it. And then we've kind of taken it where we've advanced it to business class. So if you're on a plane, you usually start in coach, right? But you want to get to business class, right? Business class where you move up in the plane and you get a nicer seat. You get a server, they give you a menu. And so we're developing and we're releasing, at this point you've probably seen it, the business class product that is helping people go to the next level of life. Physically, emotionally, spiritually, and ultimately financially. Okay, because financial fitness, financial freedom is super important. And then it even goes further. So beyond business class, what we're looking for is that first class, where it's really expensive to fly first class. You know, it's usually out of 99% of people's reach. And sometimes you're sitting in seat 39B next to the bathroom, and you stop believing it's possible for you to be in first class. But I gotta tell you something. It is possible for you, whether you're the granny. You know how many grannies we have in our community that are 50, 60, 70, that are making money in our community? The granny, the grandma, the wise on the rise, those who, you know, maybe society is kind of out, not with us. I do firmly believe that with this community, with this movement, with the support of others, with our platform, that you have the ability to move up to first class in life. And then it goes beyond that to private. You know, flying private is something that people can't ever think about. And I'm not talking about a toy that you fly around in a jet. I'm talking about your experience with life. To move forward, to move up the mountain, to you know, climb that mountain of greatness. And I think that process as a community is what's going to help us sustainable as a legacy movement. I know that I want to leave this for future generations. And that's why we've also created a youth movement, that we have the youth here. If any of you are watching this who are teenagers, or you're going through school and trying to figure your way out, or the parents who are watching this, we have the best story was the 16-year-old from India who made like $100 his first day, and he's like, "Am I allowed to market this?" I'm like, "If your parents give you that blessing." You know, so that's what's cool. We're you know, women's empowerment, the youth movement, the dream school, the moving forward in life to, you know, to keep us on this journey of greatness.
Love it. I'm loving everything I'm hearing so far. I mean, what you guys think? My credit card is already level. already joined. Hill, it's not really about the money, you know.
Yeah.
Hill, it's not really about the money. And that's the message I was really fed up in this industry. It was like, make money, make money, make money. It gets to a point where, I mean, I've been doing this for 10 years, so it gets to a point where is the essence of everything? I mean, are we just here to make money? What's another way to help people on another level? Not just with money, because everybody needs money, I need money. Obviously, you guys need money as well. But what's the next level? How can we help people on a completely different level? And this guy, he comes in and he just blows everybody out of the water. Because I can sincerely say to you that I don't know of any other company or any other owner with a heart like this guy to be able to create something as big as Hill. Because I can see Hill being really, really big. I have no doubt. This is going to be massive. And this is going to happen with you guys or without you guys. It's just going to happen. I just want to be there for the ride. And I would love, obviously, for some of you who are interested in, maybe you guys are looking for something to be part of, you know, something that you can, you know, make some money as well, something that you can be, you know, supported, because we have a great community with Hill. I would invite you guys to maybe take a look more closely to Hill. You can open free accounts, not to cost you anything. You guys can just take a look and see what's the vibe here. You heard it from the horse's mouth. This is the owner of Hill. This is our owner, you know. If that resonates, if that message resonates with you guys and it's touching your heart like it's touching mine, then I would love to have you around. We're an events company as well, so we actually meet face to face. We'll be able to meet this man here, and we're just at the beginning of something tremendous, something really, really huge. I'm really excited. Not just telling you this message just to, you know, just to say, oh, I have to say something cool. Something good because Stephen is here.
Well, you're one of the most. This guy is a humble servant that lifts up everyone around him. So when he took the chance, and it takes, you might have to take a little bit of a risk, because if you're like Paulo, you're accustomed to earning $1,000 a day. You know, that's the norm. If you're in that position, you have to look big picture. Do you want to change companies every 6 months? Or do you want to do something that leads others into a transformation of life? Because then it has those double elements. It not only has the money that is needed or we're seeking, but it also has that movement, that mission that's connected to it. So it's a mission over the money. It's people beyond the profit. You know what I mean? It's the transformation beyond the transaction. And then when you see it and you start to lead people into that, your life gets easier as a leader. So I'm sitting there thinking the whole time, like, why haven't more leaders, and this was months ago when we were really struggling to attract the right people because no one knew who we were, why haven't more leaders seen this? Because it would make their life so much better. It would enrich the quality of their life all around because they plug people in, and those following you need support. They need a community. They need to be elevated. And that's why our mission is share your dream with us, and we'll show you how to achieve it. Share your dream with us, and we'll show you how to achieve it. And even for my birthday, what I asked everyone is, mail me your dream written down, and right there in the box, I got like hundreds of them. So then I was able to read everyone's dream. And when I read your dream, you know what I do? Is that hunger inside of me starts to say, how do I help Michelle parent her children better? Because that's her dream. How do I have stronger principles or better education or more clarity to help my teenagers? And that's not everyone's common dream, right? Most of the people who are in our community came here not to make money, but to be part of something, to have a belonging, and to feel at home. And then what they did was, when they felt at home finally, because who doesn't have a dysfunctional family? Who doesn't have struggle at home? When they felt at home, they then believed again. They got back on the horse. They started to take action. They started to ride into the new horizon. And they started to have that fruit, have that harvest. Started to make money again. Started to meet their goals. Started to hit their different levels of achievement that they wanted to do in their life. So I do believe that success comes with a community. And that's why, if you get off track a little bit, you need your accountability partner. And I just encourage you, come in our community, watch the hundreds of videos that we have in place. Go through the units, check out the videos in the back office. Look at the story wheel. You can see I'm probably the most transparent, authentic, honest, consistent person. If you want to follow a leader who tells you the truth, then follow me, because that's what I do. I don't care, because I learned a long time ago that if I just told the truth, my life is so much easier. I believe in transparency, authenticity, and consistency. That way I'm showing up and doing lives just about every single day in the community. I'm not hiding behind a desk trying to collect a paycheck. I'm in the trenches. How do I figure out what you need and help you have it so I can help you build a better life?
And this is why I'm here, basically. It's, when someone tells the truth because it resonates with your heart. This is in my case. I didn't ask Stephen many questions about compensation plans, because I didn't understand the compensation plan anyway. And I didn't ask him too many questions. I just knew the message was right for me. The message was right for my audience. And this is the reason why I plant my flag here, and this is the reason why I'm here to stay. I'm really excited. I might not sound and look excited because I'm still post-surgery, I'm still in a lot of pain, but trust me guys, I'm super excited to be part of Hill. Yeah. And I'm excited for the future. I'm excited about the amount of people that we've got to change, because I can see it, man. I can feel it in my heart.
It's taken off.
I can feel it so much. I would love to have you guys be part of that. If you thought that's so cool, we'll still be friends. I'll still love you. But I know, mark my words and mark the date of this interview. And then when you got to see it a year on from today, you got to see how big you became, how many lives we changed, and how right we were when we sat here on these chairs and said to you how big obviously Hill's going to be. So with that said, is there any final words, Stephen, that you want to tell my audience?
I think it's just like history is being made, and you can be on the right side of history. Because I said this a long time ago, it might take me longer because I believe if you take the easy road in life, you're going to live a hard life. But if you take the hard road in life, you're going to live an easy life. That's why when I said 5 years ago, I saw the world-class marketers went this way, and I was like, I got to go this way. But what's happened is they circled back. And now we've attracted so many people like Paulo, like yourself, because there's nothing out there in the industry, in the world today. And there's something. I know people have logged in our dashboard and they're like trying to copy things. I mean, you can't copy this, right? What's inside of a human. You can't copy what's inside of someone's story. That's why it's authentic in every corner of it. And what we want for you to do is come into our group, come into our family and our community, go all in, show up at the event with us, break bread, let's make things happen, and truly live an epic life. And we're going to be traveling around the entire world. So wherever you are, we're going to come see you. We're going to come to your city, your state, and we're going to hang out with you on your beach, on your mountain, on your island. We're going to go to Heal Island together. It's going to be fantastic. So thanks for watching this. It's time to heal.
It's time to heal. Thank you guys. Appreciate you. Thanks.
Yeah, no worries.
Thanks.